Hello everybody, it's time to drink another beer, isn't it? And this is another one from Consett Ale Works up there in the northeast. This is their Consett Stout. Coming at 4.3% ABV. They call it a rich and creamy stout. I've tried quite a few beers from these guys in the last couple of weeks. They've been really, the price £3.25, take that price tag off, put it in there. They've been really good. Their red ale, Red Dust, has been my favourite so far. But they just brew really, really traditional tasting. I mean, they're backed by kind of heritage and tradition anyway for where they are and kind of all the stuff they do. You know, I'm taking that's like some steelworks from Consett in there on the label. They're into all that heritage, all that tradition, and for me it shows through. There's a little bit left in there which I may or may not forget, and for me that kind of comes through the quality of the beers and the types of beers they do, and the flavour, not just types of beers I suppose, but the flavours I get from them as well. Taste really traditional. It's one of those, I mention it every so often, it's one of those, they do tend to do the sorts of beers that workers from Steelworks might just remember or remember those kind of flavours of. So they don't fat about with stuff. There's, it's a straightforward stout. I don't think these guys would ever do a chocolate fudge brownie stout. They just do traditional stuff which tastes good and really works in the marketplace. So, beer in a glass. Oh, it's a very dark mahogany colour. It's almost black. I can just see a little bit of light coming from the outside edges, but that is a beautifully creamy dark tan head. Let's get the aroma, shall we? It smells nice. That is really good. Sweet, roasty, it smells dark. Bit smoky. Hint of fruit in there as well. Smells really good. Right, let's taste it. Cheers everybody. And I haven't disappointed with this at all. Haven't disappointed with this. That is a nice. That's a nice stout. Oh, so exciting times here at the Ale House. So I call this space I've got Ale House. It is a glorified summer house, I suppose you'd call it. This side of it, the side you see, got my bar, got my darts. When we hang out, me and the missus, we sit here, we play darts, we play music, and this is like a bit like a boozer, I suppose, this side of it. The side you can't see, and I'm pleased you can't see it at the moment, so over there, because it's a right mess at the moment, it's all going to change. So that's where I'm at my little brewery, my little homebrew stuff. The exciting bit about all that is I've just bought. I struggle. I do struggle. I struggle in the weather that we have in this country. In that, so I need another drink. In that it's either too hot or too cold. Now I did build a box, a little insulated box for when I do the fermentation, to try and get something up to the right temperature and try and keep it there. But I made a really good job of it, and it don't work. It still doesn't work, and I can understand why beers, when they're brewing, create their own heat, and so that heat stays trapped inside, and that creates more heat. And if you're not careful, the heat just slowly rises, and the yeast doesn't do its job. But I've bought really cheap off Facebook Marketplace fridge. Needs a bit of amending, needs a bit of work doing to it. But I can do with a starting fermentation in the future is just slap it in there. I've got one of these little devices that if it gets too hot, it'll automatically switch the fridge on for me, bringing that temperature down. If it gets too cold, it'll switch the fridge off and it'll start doing all the heat bits, which is like a heated pad. So that should keep the temperature absolutely perfect in there. Plus it's an proper insulated, because it's a fridge box. So yeah, really it's cost me 15 quid. It's in the right state. It's going to take a little bit of cleaning this weekend, but then that's done. That'll be installed in here. I want it up on a higher level, but the missus says I can't have it up there. I've got to have it a little bit further down, so we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Alright, exciting times, which means I can brew beer all year round. Which I'm really excited about, because otherwise I'm sitting here looking at the weather forecast, trying to work out whether it's a real average temperature for the year, so I can actually start to brew some beer. But if I can brew it all year round, absolutely perfect. I've got fruit on a little plum porter, so we've got everything ready for that. Guy at work's got a plum tree, he's giving me a load of plums. I think I've got some more to come, so that's going to be good. So I'll do that first. Then I'm going to go into a Christmas beer. I don't know if to do a Christmas lager or a Christmas stout. I've done a Christmas stout before, so I might do a Christmas ale. And then just keep it all rolling. Just keep doing stuff all year, so it acts like a proper little, rather than just a known brew as and when, it's turned into like a proper little mini brewery. So whilst us fermenting, I can just so cool. So I'm excited by that. I've nearly done this, not told you anything about it, have I? It's really nice. It's got a really nice roastiness to it. There's a very mild coffee in there, little mild smokiness in there. There's a little fruity element to it as well. Not a lot, just a little tiny little fruity element to it, and it's just well balanced. There's a nice sweetness coming from those malts, but there's a nice long bitter finish at the back end. It's rich, it's smooth, and it's 4.3%. Really, really sessionable. That is a nice beer. Yeah, do you know what? This is turning into my favourite beer from these guys. Score wise then, I'm going to score this 8.5 out of 10. It's an 8.5 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. Have you tried this? If you have, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. That's it for today. Until next time, everybody, enjoy beers. Cheers.